War rages across the mortal realms. New alliances are formed while others lie shattered, and the dominant powers ever seek their next conquest. While this and countless other battles rage on, one fact is becoming clear. The season of war has begun. This video is brought to you by the support of our channel members and our FLGS partner, Warpfire Minis. Baron of Dice is the exclusive dice supplier for Season of War. Take a look through their incredible designs or even get your own custom dice made.
Hello and welcome to Season of War!
Hello and welcome to Season of War! Today we are excited to bring you a game of Spearhead. It's been a while since we've done this, but we've got the new Sand and Bone box coming out, so we wanted to get another game on the channel with Spearhead and try out two armies that we haven't had on before. Before we get into everything though, my name is Jordan. I am going to be playing the Slaves to Darkness, the Darkoath warband. And I have my buddy Dan here playing the Sons of Bahamut. Welcome Dan, excited to have you.
No, thank you for having me. It's great to be here and be on the channel for the first time. So
yeah, and we have an exciting game, as I said, two factions we haven't had on for Spearhead before. And the new Sand and Bone box set. We do want to say a big thank you to Games Workshop who sent us the advanced copy for review and content purposes. So a big thank you to Games Workshop, and just a heads up there, but obviously we want to show it off. We're excited and bringing some more variety to Spearhead, of being able to switch up, have more boards and card sets that kind of, again, give a little more variety to Spearhead is always nice. But then getting into the armies, Dan, do you want to tell us about your faction today? Yeah,
so today I'll be playing the Sons of Bahamut Wallsmasher Stomp Spearhead. So it has the three Man Crusher Gargants, one of which, the cow guy here, will be my general for today. I have decided to go with Foe Champa as my regiment ability. So what it does is that whenever I do the Stuff Them in the Bag combat phase ability with any of my giants, they get to heal D3 wounds if they successfully kill a unit. Being that the Darkoath have a fair bit of low health models, it seems like a very good way to keep my Man Crushers on the table. Additionally, because of that, my general, who's again going to be the cow guy here, I went with the extra big bag for his enhancement, so he can do the Stuff in the Bag to two different units during the combat phase.
And then for myself, I am playing the Darkoath Raiders, as mentioned. Super excited because I love these models, and excited to play some more Darkoath. And I'm led here by the Darkoath War Queen. I have a unit of 5 Fell Riders, a unit of 10 Marauders, and a unit of 10 Darkoath Savagers. For my enhancements, I'm going with the Rage of Arkar for my regiment ability, which is going to let me pick a unit in combat each turn and give them an extra rend. And then for my general, I'm giving her the Dodge Shadow Talisman, which is going to give her a 4 board save. So hopefully she can stick around through some combat. But Dan, that's it for the armies here. I did win the roll-off to deploy first and be the attacker, so I have choice of who goes first. And Jaina, do you think we should go first or give away the turn?
Go first.
All right, so it's decided. We're to jump into Slaves to Darkness, turn 1. So we'll start off with the twist, which is uncompromising invasion. So each player scores an extra victory point at the end of each turn for each objective they control, not wholly within their territory, and is not contested by any enemy units. And with my battle traits, I do get to choose one of my cards to be my Oath, which lets me basically get an extra card potentially in future rounds or be able to use an extra ability. So my Oath is going to be the tactic of Grip of Death. So I have to control 2 objectives not wholly within friendly territory. And then also in the hero phase, I am going to use the command ability Monument of Living Bone. That's going to allow me to pick a terrain feature within friendly territory, which is going to be this center one. And that terrain is also treated as an objective. And then my War Queen also gets to pick a unit to give +1 hit to, and I'm going to do that on the Darkoath Fell Riders. And that is going to be it for my hero phase.
Okay, I got nothing to do during your hero phase, go on.
So then we'll just get into movement. And that's going to be it for my movement. And I'm actually going to opt not to charge here and hope for the best.
Well, I'm going to ruin your day. I am going to actually use countercharge here.
Okay.
So we are going to do it with this Man Crush over here, since he is closer to the Fell Riders. So 2 dice 6. So I get a 9, so I can go where I please here.
All right, and then we're into combat, and obviously I just have the Darkoath Fell Riders, and I am going to give them +1 rend, and then we'll put all our attacks into your big guy.
Okay, actually, before we get to that, I saw my combat phase.
Yep.
So first of all, I am going to activate this terrain feature here. So it is one of the updates with the Sand and Bone where they have their own version of Places of Power. You roll a dice on a 4-up, you get +1 to hit. If you're an underdog, you get +1 to that roll to see if it succeeds. If you fail the roll, that unit takes D3 mortal wounds. So I'm going to roll my dice here. Nope, I fail it, so he's going to take D3 mortals. He is going to take 2. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the stuff in a bag. So because they are 3 wounds each, I need a 6 to succeed on this. Close, but no cigar.
All right, well, yeah, everything into your big guy. Don't have the +1 damage because I didn't charge, but let's see what we can do. I am +1 to hit, again, from the War Queen. So we'll have 6 attacks here at rend 1.
So I am normally a 5-up. I need 6s. I get 2 6s, so I'm going to take another 4 points of damage. So he is at 6 wounds total taken.
And then the mounts. They'll get 3 attacks through at no rend.
Okay, so 5-ups. I take all 3.
And that's it for me.
Yep, so I'm going to do my attacks back. So we're going to start with the Massive Club. I get 4 attacks, hitting on 4s. 2 at rend 1.
They both go through.
Okay, so that'll be for 4 damage total. And then I have 1 attack from the headbutt, so I need a 4. Fails. Mighty Kick. Fails as well. So that's it. So
we'll take the 4 damage. You kill 1, another wound on them. And that's it for combat. That's it for the turn 2. So big story here. I wasn't confident. Obviously, dice can be super swingy here. I wasn't confident I could one-shot the Guardians. With the +1 damage on the charge, the way things went, I would have killed him here. But again, I got a little lucky. You took 2 damage as well from the terrain that you wouldn't have if I charged you.
Yeah.
So it's very dicey. I was hoping, basically just was hoping you didn't have the counter charge to be able to charge into me, or there's another one that's a 3-inch move in combat to deny me. But with having one of those cards, you do not only deny me that objective, you deny me taking the terrain piece, which is going to deny me a bunch of points. And in the end, I'm just going to store 1 point for holding 1 objective. Again, not even getting more here. So you denied me probably 3 points with that counter charge. And you actually denied me, and actually 2 more points. You denied me 5 because of the twist would have stored me 2 more points for the 2 objectives not in my territory. So that hurts a little bit for our first turn with slaves, but...
Yeah, I got super lucky there just having that in my hand in the opening thing, and as destruction, luck is...
Hey, that's part of the game. Not crazy odds to have the card, but that's it for me, and let's jump into Sons of Bahamut, turn 1.
So we are going to start here in the hero phase. I only really have 1 ability. It's going to be grab those rocks and chuck them. So my general here with the cow is going to give him and the other man crusher +1 attacks with their rock throwing ability. So 1 attack each. They're going to have 2 each now. And that is going to be it for my hero phase. Is there anything you would like to do during it?
Nothing in the hero phase for me.
Okay. So we're going to go to movements. That is it for my movement phase.
And I am going to use my Oath ability that I have down here, or the command, which means it's going to get rid of it. But it's going to let my Fell Riders here make a retreat move as if it was my turn. I will still suffer the mortals, which is going to be 2, and that will kill 1, unfortunately. But they are going to get to run away.
So we're going to go shooting phase. My Orange Pant Gargant here. I am going to go after the Savagers with his stone, so on a 5-up. Makes it. 2+. Does, so rend -2. D3 damage onto them. So he kills 1.
All right, 1 Savager down.
Okay, my general over here is going to go into that, but because he did grab those rocks and chuck 'em ability, he's going to have 2 attacks, so I need 5s. 1 hits for 2.
All right, 2 more Savagers down.
Okay, and then lastly, my brown one over here, he is going to go and shoot at the Darkoath Marauders. 1 hit for 2 damage.
Okay, that's killing 2.
That is it for my shooting. You don't have any shooting. So then we'll go on to the charge phase. I'm going to charge Mr. Orange Pants over here first. For 6. I don't think that's going to get him anywhere. Nope. We will try to charge with this gentleman over here. For 6. Nope, he is not going to get anything. And lastly, we will try to charge with my general. For 5, I think he just makes it in. So he is on the objective. First, going to activate the place power there. So on a 4 up. Nope. So he's going to take D3 mortals for 3. I do have my stuff in the bag ability, so I'm going to start with the Savagers over here. So he doubles it, so he's going to kill 1, and he's going to heal for D3. So he has healed the damage he just took, and then he's going to do it on the Marauders. Kills 1 as well, and then he's already at full, so I won't have to worry about healing. That is it for my combat phase abilities. Do you have anything? And
then I get to declare a unit to have an extra rend, and we're going to go with the Marauders.
So I'm going to do all my attacks into the Savagers there, just because unlike the Marauders, once the Savagers are dead, they can't come back.
And I am going to use my last command card for Translucent Flesh, so you can only hit and wound them on a 4+.
So I am going to start with the Massive Club, so 4 is the hit. So I need 4s again because of his Translucent Flesh, and that actually blocks all the damage. Otherwise, we've got 2 wounds in there. We're going to go with the Headbutt, so on a 4 up. That also fails. And lastly, Mighty Kick. Hits. And that also fails.
It. Translucent Flesh coming up big there.
Yeah, that was a big one.
And then we will get to fight back. And we'll go with the Savagers first.
I am going to do Uno Reverse on you. I am going to do Translucent Flesh on my own general here.
All right, so we'll be 4s and 4s here, but I will have crit mortals on the attacks. No mortals. And only 1 wound because of the card.
No rend, so 5+ armor save. He makes it.
So then we'll have the Marauders hitting on 4s and 4s as well. We will, though, have 6 attached through, and they do have rend 1, thanks to the regiment ability.
So I need, so I'm normally 5 ups, so I need 6 ups because 1 rends. I save 1, he is going to take 5. So end of turn, I control 1, control 2, control more. And then I also score the Deus of Blood Battle Tactic because I control this with my control score 10. So that will score me 4.
Yeah, unfortunately, a bit of a lead, and we're falling a bit behind for the slaves, but Dan, that'll send us into priority for round 2. That's a 1.
That's a 4.
You have choice, but if you take the double here, you won't get any cards.
So what I'll do is, initially I thought I would give him the turn. I'm actually going to take it, just because my general here is already in combat with them. He can heal up. So I'm actually in a very good position where I can potentially do a whole ton of damage to his army, so I will take the double here.
All right, let's jump into Sons of Bahamut, turn 2. So we'll start off with the twist this battle round. And I get to pick 2 terrain pieces on the battlefield, of which I will pick these 2 small ones. And if you control both of them, you get an extra victory point. As well, I can pick 1 unit, which is going to be my Savagers. And while they contest one of them, they'll have a 5-up ward save.
So start a hero phase. I only have the 1 ability, so my general's going to choose this Gargan, so they have the +1 to throwing stones. Obviously, my general can't use it because he's in combat, but it's still going to be useful for him. Unfortunately, this guy's going to be out of range. So that's it for the hero phase. We're going to go on to movement. That is it for my move phase. So we're going to go into shooting. We are going to start with this gentleman over here. He is going to throw his 2 boulders to the Savagers. We got a wound, so Rend -2 for D3 damage for 1.
And we do ward it.
Okay. Then with this other gentleman here, he's going to throw his single stone at the Savagers because he's within range. Misses. So that is it for shooting. You don't have any shooting. So we're going to go into charges. So I'm going to start with Mr. Orange Pants over here. He has an 8. That is going to be it for charges. Do you have anything you would like to do during charge phase?
I am going to use a card here. We're spending them all quickly here. But we're going to go for a counter charge with my War Queen.
Okay.
She gets a 7, so she's getting in.
So moving on to the combat phase, with my general here, he's going to activate the place power so I can try to give him the +1 to hit. So I need a 4 up. He gets it this time. Then I'm going to do get him in the bag with him first. So I'm going to first target the Scavenger. So on a 2 up, he kills, removes a Scavenger. He's going to heal D3 from that, so he'll heal 3. And then he's going to go after the Marauder, so I need 2. He kills a Marauder, and he's going to heal for another D3. And so he is back up to full. My Man Crusher over here is going to go into the Marauders as well. So we're just going to go to the Marauders. He'll kill a Marauder as well. He's at full, so he's not going to heal anything. And last, my Guardian here is going to go in the Fell Riders. I need a 6 because of their health characteristic. I fail, so that is it for combat phase abilities from me. What would you like to do, good sir?
I am going to use another command on my War Queen here, letting her fight twice. The second activation will be with Strike Last. And after she fights for the first time, she does take D3 mortal wounds, but she has a 4-up ward, and for the Rend, I am going to give the Rend here to my Darkoath Fell Riders.
Yeah, I'm going to start with my Gargant over here. He's going to go to your Fell Riders. Massive Club, I need 4s to hit. 2 at Rend 1 on the Fell Riders.
Both go through.
So that's going to be 4 damage. And then Headbutt, 4 to hit, miss, and Mighty Kick. Wounds, Rend -2.
Goes through.
D3 damage, 1.
So 5 damage, that's going to kill 1 horse and leave 2 wounds on the unit. And then I'll activate with the Savagers, putting all their attacks into your general. So 10 attacks, we'll have crit mortals here. And 2 wounds, no Rend.
Okay, 2 5-ups. He takes 1.
The Man Crusher in the southwest deals 2 damage to the War Queen. Then she fights back and deals 6 damage to the Man Crusher, but takes 1 more herself from the command. The Man Crusher Gargant is next to fight and takes down the Marauders, while the Fell Riders manage to fell the Gargant in the east.
And then your War Queen gets their second fight.
Yes, she will go back into your general again, hoping for some 6s. We had 3 6s, that's 6
general
mortal
dead.
wounds. Love it.
Oh, and then we roll for Timber.
A 2.
6, I get to choose. So I'm going to choose there, so I hit your War Queen and the Savagers.
Yep.
Your Savagers are going to take D3 mortal wounds. They're going to take 2.
Okay, they do have the wards. They'll take 1.
And then onto your War Queen, she's going to take 3.
All right, we have her wards. She saves 1, takes 2, and dies to the wound. So it's been a real bloody battle here so far.
Yeah, not quite how I was hoping that turn to come out, but I will take it because my Man Crushers have the reinforcement rule, so I can bring them back on. Your Marauders do too, but at the same time, your Fell Spears are weakened. I killed the War Queen, which kind of really hurts for you. And the Savagers are a little bit depleted. I only score 2 points this turn because I control 1 and control 2. So not quite as point scoring as I wanted to, but I think it's okay.
Yeah, and that's the risk of taking double 2. You did a lot of damage, but thankfully we held on there for a little bit. And yeah, Dan, that'll see us jump into Slaves to Darkness, turn 2. All right, into my hero phase. We're looking a little depleted, so let's bring some reinforcements. I'm going to use actually my last card for the command of Final Breath. That's going to let me recur a unit. I could use it on the Savagers if they hadn't been slain, but here I only have the War Queen as the option.
Okay.
And she comes in with 1 wound applied to her because it is effectively her wounds -4, so she suffers 1, or comes in with 1 wound on her. And in the hero phase, she will give herself +1 to hit. And then I will do the Savager's ability to try and generate some rerolls. No 6s, so they don't get any. And we'll head into movement. And at the start of movement, I am going to bring down my Marauders. So I get a full unit of Marauders back because they are a replacement unit. And we're actually going to take the ill-advised choice of trying to fight a Guardian head on. And then the rest of movement. And that's going to be it for my movement, so we'll just get into charges. We'll actually go with the Fell Riders first. We did a 6, that's not going to be enough, so then we'll go with the Marauders next. And they're getting the 11, so...
They are angry little people.
Yeah, they are getting right in there. At the start of combat, I will be able to give them +1 rend, and then it's over to you.
Okay. He's going to try to stuff one of them in the bag, so I just need a 2 up. He stuffs one into a bag.
All right, so one Marauder goes down already, and then we're into combat, and they'll have the 1 rend, so we'll have 18 attacks here. And we'll get 6 attacks through here at rend 1.
Okay, so I need 6 ups. I make 1, so my Gargant is going to take 5. And my Gargant is going to swing back here. So we're going to start with the Massive Club, so I need 4 to hit. 1 at rend -1.
It does go through.
So it'll be 2 dead Marauders. Then we're going to go with the Headbutt. Misses, and Mighty Kick. -2 rend, so it goes right through, so D3 damage. Another 3 dead Marauders.
So 5 Marauders down, but they are doing their job, which is keeping this Gargant tied up. So that's going to be the end of the turn, and I am going to score 1, 2, and more here for 3 points, as well as the bonus point for contesting both of the 2 objectives I selected with a twist. So that'll be a 5-point turn for me here, Dan, which actually brings us tied, heading into priority for round 3. We're halfway through the game, and it's tied, so that's a 3.
I got a 4.
So your choice.
Yeah, so there's not much reason to give you priority here, so I'll go in Sun's Bandit turn 3 here.
So for the twist this round, we have Discipline Conquest. There is no underdog because we're tied. So we each pick 1 objective, and each player scores 2 victory points if they control both objectives. So I'll let you choose first.
Okay, I am going to choose this objective over here.
All right, and I will choose the opposite one with my War Queen. And then we will draw cards.
Okay, so Hero Phase. I don't have any Hero Phase abilities. Anything you would like to do?
Nothing for me.
So reinforcements, I could bring 1 reinforcement on. So I am going to bring this guy on over here. So we're going to shooting. He is going to throw his rock to the Savagers there. So I need a 5 to hit. Rend -2, D3 for 3 damage.
Ouch, you take out all but the leader.
Charges. No, I'm just going to keep him there because I want to keep the points and deny him the possible bonus. So I'm going to go Combat Phase. Garden here is going to try to eat this guy. He eats 1. Heals for D3. He's going to heal for 1. And I'll do his attacks. So I'm going to... So we're going to start with the Massive Club. Okay, so 4 attacks with the Massive Club. 4 is the hits. So it's going to be 2 at rend -1 on the Marauders.
I do save 1.
Okay, so it's going to be 2 damage so far. We got the Headbutt. Wounds, rend -2, so it's going to go through, and that's going to be 4 damage.
Yeah, and you'll finish off the unit there.
Okay, so end of turn, I will score 1. I do not control 2 or more. I will score raise here, so I get 1 for having friendly unit within a long battlefield edge in enemy territory. I actually have the 2 guys there. And then I will score Desolate Landscapes, where I have friendly unit fight this turn, and he's not contesting an objective and is on the battlefield. So I'll score me 3 for this turn.
All right, then we'll just jump into Slaves to Darkness, turn 3. All right, so into my hero phase, I am going to declare one of my cards as an oath, so I can potentially save the ability for later. And the battle tactic is to hold the Dais of Blood, while the command is an Unleash Bloodlust for an extra attack. But then in the hero phase, the War Queen is going to give herself +1 to hit, and my lone Savager will have 2 rerolls that he'll be able to use throughout until my next turn. And that's it for hero phase, so I will get into movement.
Okay.
And that's it for my movement. I'm going to get into charges and just go with the Fell Riders. They're going to get a 3. That's exactly what they needed. And at the start of combat, I will give them +1 rend.
Combat phase, I'm going to try to eat 1, so I need a 6. Gets it. So 1 Fell Rider is dead, and then D3 healed, so I'm going to heal 1.
I don't like that. All right, that's not the best. We'll have the single Fell Rider attacking your big guy. 2 wounds at rend 1.
2 wounds at rend 1. Okay, so I need 6s. Fell in both.
So that's going to be 4 damage total there.
Okay.
And then the horse will not do anything.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna do all my attacks into the Savager here. And you'll see for a second why I'm gonna do this. So I'm gonna start with the Massive Club into the Savager. 4 is the hit. 2 at Ren -1 on the Savager.
Both go through. He'll use his 2 rerolls to reroll those. Saves 1, but he still goes down.
Okay, so the rest of my attacks get wasted, and the reason why I did this is I'm going to use my command here, Speed of Death. I pick a friendly unit that's in combat. I get to remove him from the battlefield and set him up on the battlefield more than 6 inches from all enemy units. So I can go through, set him up over here, so I can at least steal an objective.
Yeah, and you will deny me the hold more there, so it'll be just hold 1 and hold 2. But while you deny a point there, you actually give me a tactic here because I had to take control of this one.
Okay.
So I'll store the Dice of Blood, so that'll be a third. So 2 points for the objectives, 1 point for the Dice of Blood, which stays here as my oath, so I can still use the command. And then I will also store Raise, and I will store Hold Ground for holding the large terrain piece in friendly territory. So that's going to be a 5-point turn for me, which I cannot complain about. You do take the objective, but I at least hold on, get the tactic out of it. So I do have a little bit of a lead, Dan, as we head into priority for round 4, the final round. That's a 4.
Okay, I got a 2.
And here, I'm in a tough position because I know Dan still has 1 more reinforcement he can bring back. So if I give away the turn to try and get the tactic cards for more points, I would not actually, there's a good chance I'm either dead or you just leave this 1 Fell Rider left and I can't even take objectives from you. So I think it's best for me to take the turn here and just do what I can for scoring. So that'll send us into Slaves to Darkness, turn 4.
All right.
We'll start off with the twist here. You are the underdog, so you will either be able to pick a unit of yours that won't suffer any modifiers to saves, or you can pick a unit of mine to only have objective control store 1.
I guess I'll pick him to have the non-modifier since he's wounded.
And then I did take the double, so I don't get any cards, but you'll get your 3.
Yep.
And then in the hero phase, I don't have anything to do actually. The Darkoath War Queen can give herself +1 to hit, but then I'm just into movement. And barring anything else, I have no shooting, so I'll get into charges.
Yeah, I got nothing to really do here.
So we'll go with the Fell Rider first. We get a 3, it just barely makes it into combat. And at the start of combat, I am going to give +1 Ren to the War Queen.
My Gargant is going to try to eat the Fell Rider, so I need a 6 again. Nope, fails.
All right, and I just got to go for the more damage here, which is going to be the War Queen. I will give her the extra Rend, as I said, and she's +1 hit from her own ability, so she's got to be a hero here, and we'll put all the attacks into the Gargant. So 5 attacks here on 3s and 3s. We got 4 mortals.
Okay, so that will bring him up to 11, so he only has 1 wound left.
And wounding on 3s? No, we failed them both.
Okay, yeah, so I will do all my attacks on the Fell Rider because I really want to kill that off now. So we're gonna do the Massive Club, 4 is the hit. We are Angry Boy with 1 wound left. We hit with all 4 of our attacks. 2's the wounds. 3 at Ren -1.
Yeah, I need 3 6s, but no, you're gonna take out the Fell Rider.
Yeah.
Which is a little disappointing. That is gonna wrap up my turn. I stored the 2 points I knew was guaranteed. I had a shot at scoring the 3, mostly because the War Queen got in. If I had done 1 more wound to the Gargant, we would have taken it down. So again, a little disappointing there, but we will score 2 points. Build a 4-point lead and try and hang on till the end here. So we can just jump into the Sons of Bahamut, turn 4.
So we're going my hero phase. I don't really have anything here to do for the hero phase. What we will do though is when we go into the movement phase, I am going to set up my last reinforcement over here just to grab the objective. So then also with that, I am just going to move this guy over here. So he's wholly within enemy territory. And my 1 giant is going to throw his boulder at your War Queen. So on a 5 up, misses. And then I don't have any charges. We're going to go to combat. I can't eat your War Queen because she has too much health.
Yeah, she's +1 hit, and I will give her the +1 to Rend as well.
Okay, So I'm gonna do all my attacks on the War Queen. So we're gonna start with the Massive Club. 2 at round 1.
So looking for 6s, I do save 1.
Okay, so it's gonna be 2 damage. We're gonna go into the headbutt, so I need a 4 to hit. That will miss. And Mighty Kick. 2 rends.
So it goes through.
Okay, for D3 damage. For 2.
Okay, so 4 damage. She doesn't have her 4 board because this is a replacement unit, but she still has a 5 board. You just save 1 of these. We save 3. She lives.
Okay.
Takes 1. And then I will get to fight back with her. She'll have 5 attacks. 1 wound. Rend 2 though, because she has the extra rend. And you ignore the rend here because you can't be modified. So 1, 5 up.
Makes it. Okay, so end of turn here. I control 1, 2, and more. That 5 up really helped with scoring that because not only did I get that, it gives me the Dais of the Necropolis. So that scores me an extra battle tactic card. I get Morbid Conjuration because I control a objective not wholly within friendly territory, and it can't be the center there, so I got that guy. And then I also get Raid, so I complete Battle Tactic. At the end of my turn, if any friendlies are wholly within enemy territory and non-combat, which is both these 2 guys here.
Yeah. So you will score a big 6 points in the final round, pulling you ahead 2 points. Largely, I'm not kicking myself, but frustrated because it's all that garbage in the center. It was a 3-point swing in this final round. But Dan, that's a big win for the Sons of Bahamut and an awesome close game, so can't complain too much about it.
Yeah, cards came up and just having that countercharge first turn just opened up a lot of stuff for me and got me right into combat early on and denied you a whole bunch of points and got to swing back in the end.
So it'll be 15-13 for the Guardians. Like you said, there were a few big moments in this one that as with Spearhead, as with Warhammer AOS, a few big moments with key abilities at the right time. Like you said, the countercharge. The teleport also denied 1 point, but it opened up another one. So not the end of the world, but it was actually, again, just this final kind of fight over the one objective that, again, denied me 1 point, but scored you 2 points by being able to hold it.
Yeah, it's like a crazy series of events because like I didn't know you had the card in you to score for the train feature.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, I'm gonna try to deny you, pop over here. So at least I grab the objective. So then I go from only controlling 1 objective that I can control 2. So I at least even it up that way, but then you go through score that because you have the card, and then you go and try to take the objective, and then my Gargan just managed to live just because of the twist.
And the other thing is like that Savager wasn't, didn't intend for him to be within combat range, so you being able to pile in and just hit him, just get it within a millimeter of the 3 was big because otherwise you kill that Fell Rider and I bring 5 more Fell Riders back on my turn. So that hurt. But Sons of Bahamut, we played a practice game before this. Feels like Sons of Bahamut are one of those that they have wound density. It's they attrition well because you have to deal 12 wounds, as we saw, to like have any drop off to their efficiency. So felt like coming into it that the Darkoath Slaves one had their backs up against the wall in this matchup. But again, with the way things went, I can't be too disappointed.
Yeah, I just also feel like some of it was just a matchup where like the Marauder Savagers only have 1 wound, so just their combat feasibility where they can eat and heal just becomes so reliable in this matchup.
Well, we saw it. Your general should have died before doing more damage, where he healed 8 wounds over the course of the first turn or first round.
Yeah.
So obviously pretty good there. But yeah, a lot of fun playing the new Spearhead. It's nice to have some more board options, different tactics and twists, just for a little more variety. There's obviously a lot of different Spearhead options, but when you play a lot of the same Spearheads or whatnot, having the extra variety and being able to switch things up is definitely nice.
Glad to be invited. Had a blast here, and hope to do this again in the future.
But yeah, that is going to be it for us here today. Dan, thank you so much for coming down. It was a blast. Happy to. I think this is the first time we've gotten to play.
Yeah. No, second time. We played at a tournament once before.
Oh, that's right. We played Slaves. We had the Slaves mirror.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's going to be it for us here today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this battle report and looked at the new Spearhead box set. But no matter what, we appreciate your support and look forward to seeing you in another battle report.